Guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Charlene for those of you who are new, and to my loyal subscribers, thank you as always for stopping by. Today I'm doing a fragrance tag video. The tag is called the most fragrance tag. Basically, you have 7 categories. For each category, you will select a fragrance that represents the most of that category. So this tag video was started like a few weeks ago, almost a month ago, by Opinionated Sense here on YouTube. Her name is Tara Michelle. Hope I'm getting that right. And I was tagged by the beautiful Kia. Kia also does perfume reviews here on YouTube. She's pretty active on Instagram, and she, to me, is just easygoing, very chill. She has the most beautiful eyes ever. I tell her that all the time. We clicked almost from the get-go, and we just really support each other. So I'm gonna walk you through each category. I've already selected my fragrances that represent those categories. Let's get started and just get into the video. I do not want to make this super long. I will link Tara Michelle's video, Opinionated Sense, as well as Kia's video, Yummy 411, in the description box below, so you guys can check out their selections. The first one is the most confident. So the scenario for this is that you're being honored at like a dinner. You're being honored at work in front of your friends, your families, your loved ones. So basically you're gonna have like this acceptance speech, and the only thing that you're allowed to wear is a fragrance. Like, okay, I would not want to be in a situation like that, but if I had to be in a situation like that where I had to wear my birthday suit, like, oh my gosh, I would probably be terrified and probably die from being terrified. But let's just say I'm not terrified, and I want something that makes me feel the most confident. The perfume that would represent that confidence to me is Donna Born in Roma by Valentino. I love this fragrance. So this one is categorized as a modern day Floriental fragrance. It has amazing notes that I love and enjoy. It has vanilla bourbon. I believe it has a little bit of pink pepper. It is spicy, it is warm, it is sweet, it is sexy, and it definitely evokes that confidence that I would feel giving that speech. It also has black currant in the top of this, which makes it just absolutely beautiful. I have come to realize that I really like black currant in fragrances. Absolutely gorgeous. And yes, I would wear Donna Born in Roma, because in order to pull off a birthday suit speech, I would need something that really gives me that bad chick type of feeling, that confidence that I needed to pull that off. I really love Donna Born in Roma, and I think that would be the perfect one for that particular scenario. So the next category of the fragrance tag is called the most desirable. The scenario is if you had the opportunity to spend one night with your special someone, the person who you feel is the most desirable basically on planet Earth, you have a chance to get the attention of that special someone that you've been wanting to get his attention. It could be just the most desirable person for you. Who is the most desirable man? Who's the most desirable woman? Whoever fits that category, what fragrance would you wear to entice, to woo that person? For me, the fragrance that fits that description is the Only One Intense. I find this fragrance to be incredibly sexy. This one is categorized as a Floriental Solar fragrance. In the opening, it's very bright and sweet. It has coconut essence as well as orange blossom, so it's sweet, it's bright, it's vibrant. And in the base, you have a little bit of warmth with the cedarwood and the vanilla. It is just gorgeous. It is gorgeous. I love it. I have the Only One, the original, and the Only One Intense, and I truly enjoy this one. I feel like this one is the sexy seductress. This would make me feel the most desirable when whenever my dream date comes around, his attention would be only on me, because I'm wearing the Only One Intense, and he's just captivated by the scent just surrounding my body. So yeah. As for who would be the most desirable date ever, honestly, I have this amazing crush on Chris Hemsworth. I feel like he is perfection. So he would be my most desirable date. I know. And the perfume that would make me feel the most desirable on that date, in my very sexy black dress, would be the Only One Intense. So the next category makes me really smile, because it's a category I would not have thought about. But whenever Tara Michelle explained it and whenever Kia explained it, I was like, yes, that makes sense. Next category is the most gangster. Like, nothing about me is gangster, okay? But some fragrances can be some real bad. The most gangster represents like a fragrance that comes with a punch. You cannot avoid this one. It is complex, but at the same time, it is so good. It's like the composition is complicated, but once it settles on your skin, it is just the most beautiful fragrance. And I chose the one I feel represents this the best in my collection. It's so long lasting that you will forget about it, and then like hours and hours later, you might get compliments from even the people who would not typically give you compliments because you smell that good. It could be overpowering, so I would say go light on this one. I am talking about Angel Muse. I feel like this is perfect. This is a perfect fragrance that I am obsessed with. I did a full dedicated video on this one. I have to warn that it is heavy on the patchouli. If you don't like patchouli, you might not enjoy this one. It has pink peppercorn. It also has that creamy chocolatey note that makes it just really very unique, complex, and just bomb.com. Okay, it projects. I enjoy how it smells in the opening as well as the dry down. So if you're very sensitive to scents, you might not necessarily enjoy this one, but I love it. Obsessed. I love this one. Oh, I just love this one, y'all. So this is my most gangster, my most bad fragrance in my collection. So yeah, anyway, this is Angel Muse by Mugler. The next category was super easy for me because I felt like I could at least select a good 3 or 4 from my collection that represented that. So the next category is the most innocent. Basically, the name kind of speaks for itself. Which fragrance in your collection do you consider the most innocent? What does that mean? The most unassuming, the kindest, the sweetest, the most graceful perfume to wear, if you will. What fragrance would you wear if you're meeting your significant other's mother? And you have to make the best impression possible because this is the man you're probably gonna marry. Like, what would you wear? You do not want it to be gangster. You do not want it to be super confident because you want to be receptive and open. I chose Sifiori. I've not had this baby super long. I've heard so much about it. I have wanted to add it to my collection and I finally did like about a month-ish ago. I really like this. This one is categorized as a modern shipper fragrance. This one is a warm floral. I feel like it's perfect for spring especially. It has one of my favorite notes, blackcurrant, which is very consistent in the C line of Giorgio Armani. This one has orange blossom. It gets its warmth from the vanilla. It is very sophisticated and very sweet, I feel like. If I'm meeting my future mother-in-law and this is my first impression, I would want her to feel like I am sweet and kind and caring and all the things. So yeah, on that very important day, we're definitely wearing Sifiori, Giorgio Armani. Love that one. For the next category, we have the most polarizing. The one I chose for this one, I feel like it's not everybody's cup of tea because it is oud, although a very beautiful oud. To enjoy this perfume, I feel like your fragrance profile needs to be sweet, leaning on oriental, like kind of like me to appreciate this one. I'm talking about Oud Bouquet by Lancome. Now, it is polarizing because I feel like you either love it or you hate it. You could have selected rowdy or obnoxious for this category. I chose polarizing because you could go one way with it. 1 minute you might be like, I don't really like this. And then when it settles on your skin, you're like, oh my God, this is beautiful. I really had to play with this a little bit in the beginning to appreciate the beauty that it is. This is more of a delectable oud. I have not dabbled a lot into oud fragrances. I only have Shagaf Oud, which is like the sister to this one and this one. There's a lot of depth in the opening. It's smoky, it's sharp, it's like in your face. But once that dries down, you enjoy the sweetness from the praline, the nice floral notes from the rose. So from the beginning to the end of this fragrance, to the dry down, it definitely kind of transitions in different phases, which I really enjoy. I feel like if you're gonna use this, you need to spray it like a while before you go out among people, because that initial burst in your face might not be for everybody. It might not be everybody's cup of tea. I'm just gonna keep it real. But surprisingly, a lot of people who I did not expect to like this one. They do. So it's very unique, very beautiful. They did it very well. Composition on point. Like I love this one. This is basically described as a narcotic and sensual rose, and yes it is. So this one is definitely, to me, the most polarizing in my collection. I do not think it's for everyone, like I indicated earlier. Its existence is gonna be known the minute you walk in the room. But it's so good, so potent, so on point, so oody, so sweet, so warm. All the things. Love this one. So the next category is the most noticeable. I have considered this fragrance to be my signature scent for a very long time. I have fallen in love with other fragrances over the years, but I still always keep this one in my collection. It is a must for me. It is very crowd pleasing, very popular, very mainstream. A lot of people might consider it mainstream. I do not care with any of those titles because I love it. On me, it thrives like no other, and my body is just like, give me more. In my circle of friends, everybody knows how much I adore this fragrance. So if I am not in the room, or if I was in the room and my friends came in, they would probably know that I was in the room. So yeah, the most recognizable scent for me is definitely La Vie est Belle. Life is Beautiful by Lancome. Love it. I rave about it all the time. I will continue to love it because it's just a fragrance that I need to have in my collection, honestly. If you don't like it, that's okay. This one is sweet, floral. It also has depth to it. It's just a little bit of everything. It has gourmand notes of spun sugar and vanilla. It has my beloved patchouli in it. And there's also iris. I cannot deny my love for La Vie est Belle. It is just so beautiful. So that's kind of all I have to say about that. So this fragrance is the most recognizable. If I were not present and I had been present, if my sillage was left behind, they would know that I was in the room because I wear this bad boy all the time. And if I don't wear it, I talk about it all the time. So if you know, you know. The last category is the most you. It's all about the perfume bottle in this one, but A, B, and C. And I will break it down so you guys understand. So there are 3 parts to the last category, basically. Part A of this category is the fragrance bottle that represents you the most. If you know me, you know that my favorite color is red. I wear red whenever I get a chance. Like, the obsession is really real. So for this one, not because of the fragrance itself, but the color, I chose Si Passione. This fragrance bottle is the most me. The bottle gives me that. It gives me passion and excitement and a little bit of mystery. It's also very elegant. I really like it. You have a little bit of like sophistication on top, and it's just a burst and fierceness. This bottle is me. If I were asked what color do I see life in, I would say red. Red is a very powerful color. Some people are scared of it because it's like, it could also be seen in a negative light, but I see all positive. I see power, I see strength, I see passion, all the things when I look at this. So the bottle that most represents me is Si Passione. Part B is the fragrance name. What fragrance name is the most you? I chose Libre. In case you don't know, I am a Scorpio. I kind of dig that whole vibe. I can follow the rules. I like structure, but I don't always like structure, if that makes sense. I like to have the option to be myself, to explore my interests, to do my own thing. Partly because I guess I have always just been very independent, like fiercely independent. Libre is the fragrance of freedom. So it's a very feminine fragrance that evokes a lot of strength and freedom and independence. And I feel like the name and the bottle is the epitome of what Libre is. There's that spontaneity in Libre. It's also kind of unexpected, I would say, because this is very lavender heavy. This one is loaded with it. And there's also orange blossom in it, gives it that brightness. It is just a beautiful, beautiful fragrance that I enjoy a lot. Some people are not too much into it, but I personally like it a lot. And of course, I love the bottle. It's Yves Saint Laurent, I mean. This is Libre, and this name definitely represents me the most. I want to be the best version of myself on my own terms, and that is definitely what this is. The last part of the most you is the fragrance that represents you the best. I hope I got that one right. I think that's what it said. When I think of all the fragrances in my collection, this one represents me the most, I feel like. Not only the color, because y'all know it's my favorite color. Yeah, I know. Why does Hypnotic Poison represent me the best? This fragrance to me is very addictive. I feel like this is addictive, and am I addictive? Well, when it comes to me and my personality, I can be considered addictive. Why? Because I go full force with anything that I am into, whether it's friendship, whether it's a relationship, whether it is my job or my interests. I will definitely give it 100%. It's also to me a little mysterious because I feel like that attracts people to me in a lot of ways. They enjoy that magnetic energy, I think. Also, it is mysterious because like I am super open, especially with the people in my immediate circle. But at the same time, as open as I am, I also feel like I'm still very guarded with certain things. So, and I'm also proudly feminine, which I feel like Hypnotic Poison is definitely proudly feminine. It has bitter almond, spice, jasmine sambac. I'm discovering that I really like. It has tuberose, vanilla. This is an eau de toilette, which is very surprising to me because this bad boy lasts a very, very long time. I will stick to something for a very long time. I will commit to it, like I said, if I feel like it's worth the time and the energy. So Hypnotic Poison definitely resonates with me, and I feel like it represents me the best. And I do love the bottle as well, you know, hypnotic. That is it for my video. Thank you so much for joining me. I want to thank Kia again, Yummy411, for including me. She's so sweet. Go check out her video. She's amazing. She has the most relaxing voice. So you'll be like, what are you going to say? I'm always waiting in anticipation for what she has to say. So yeah, check her out. Join the conversation below. Let me know which category resonates with you the most. And let us know which fragrance that would be. Like, I really, really enjoyed this. I think it was fun. It had to make me think a little bit. Get my thinking cap on like I told Kia. Loved it. So thank you as always for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye-bye.